Referee Romer Parillo, National Referee. And now the starting lineup from the Akari Chargers. Starting number 6, the team captain, the setter, Michelle Kaw. Middle blocker number 7, Krish Macasla. Middle blocker number 10, Isra Madrigal. Opposite hitter number 11, Erica Ragas. Opposite hitter number 15, China Permitilia. Opposite hitter number 16, Dindin Santiago Manabat. And the libero number 1, Banks Pinaga. The head coach for the Akari Chargers is George Sosa de Brito. And now the starters from the Creamline Cool Smashers. Starting number 6, middle blocker, Jeanette Panaga. Outer seaters number 7, Michelle Gumabao. Setter number 12, Gia de Guzman. Middle blocker number 13, Celine Domingo. Outside hitter number 18, Tots Carlos. Outside hitter number 23, Gemma Galasa. Number 11, libero, Carla Chensa. The head coach is Sherwin Meneses.
There you have it. Your starters from both squads facing up here in a crowd of 6,200 plus Ilonggos who are enjoying this match today. Akari starting off with Manabat, Makaslanga, Raagas, Madrigal, Permentilia, Cobb, and Pineda. Meanwhile, on the other side of the court, Gumabao de Guzman, Galanza, Domingo, Carlos, Panaga, and Atienza will be taking charge and will try to prevent the Chargers from zapping them.
And as we can see on your screens, Gia de Guzman, who has been leading their team, as well as Michelle Cobb. Now, in terms of playmaking, and talking about playmaking, it's going to be very important for both setters.
And I'm ready to hear some of your thoughts about this, Ayel, as a former playmaker, as we hear the cheers and jeers with this serve coming from Gia de Guzman. They go up to a running Madrigal. That will be a point for Creamline as the net was swiped by Akari.
Michelle Cobb here trying to activate the middle blockers early on in the set. And it's going to be very important because Creamline Cool Smashers is a team, is a good blocking team, so you would want to have that spaces between the blocks.
Really trying to get that separation as Raagas gets the first point for Akari here.
We talked about Erica Raagas early on the pre-game. She has been embracing that spot as an outside hitter as she found that hole in the defense of the Creamline Cool Smashers.
Akari will now serve with Raagas going for that jump serve. Oh, that's straight to Atienza. They go up to... miscue between Panaga and de Guzman.
No, unlikely miscue
unusual
there.
that we see
unusual,
this.
exactly. Also, that's a free point to the Akari Chargers.
One-point lead for Raagas and the rest of Akari. Straight to Carlos, tough serve. They go up to Panaga. This time that goes, but that will get a check.
And we know Gia de Guzman as a setter who always gives the confidence back to her spikers as the crowd goes wild for Gemma Galanza.
Cheering the serving Galanza here. That's straight to Permentilia. Another Adam Sonia, and they go up to Santiago Manabat. That was out. One-point game.
Santiago Manabat there trying to go cross-court but lacked crisp action to put that ball in. Gemma Galanza still on the service line.
And we see some fans here. carrying some banners for Gemma as that serve goes out. 3-point for Akari. We're having a slow start here
No,
for both squads.
Both teams trying to find their footing, find that momentum. Now let's see who will first take control of the game.
3-all as Madrigal serves. They go up to Gumabaw. What an angle for MG.
A very sharp cross-court attack there for Gumabaw as we see that reverse set from Gia de Guzman, just perfect for Gumabaw to go on that spot. Now Bob there and Santiago Manabat not able to read that well. And again, now it's very crucial for Akari to serve strong because every time Creamline Cool Smashers get that good first ball, it's easy for them to convert.
Yeah, Agas from the back row trying to convert there. Gumabaw adjusting. 2-point lead for Creamline here, Yel.
Now Gumabaw earlier went to that cross-court attack. Now showing some versatility here as she goes down the line, still successful. Pineda was there but was not in the right form to contain that attack.
Panaga will now serve for the white shirts. Permentilla is there. They go to Makaslang. That will be long.
No, Cobb so far actually doing a great job in terms of setting distribution. It's obvious that she's trying to activate the middles early on, but almost all attackers just not having the right contact and brisk action to put that ball in.
That's a challenge now because it's not a distribution problem, it's a conversion problem as they try to go up to Permentilla, who finally gets a point for Akari here.
But Permentilla there choosing the right angle, going cross-court, deep cross-court attack, avoiding the blockers. Tots Carlos not ready for that.
Serve now will come from Mitch Cobb, 5'3" center of Akari. Carlos is there, one-handed set. That's Carlos. Doesn't get that one through. Good combination play though.
Good combination play, good extension of Gia de Guzman trying to set that with her one hand. Look at her extending that one hand, trying to set a three to Tots Carlos, but Tots Carlos just wanting to go deep.
She tried to save that ball, actually talking about Gia de Guzman, as Mitch Cobb now will serve for Akari. It's a 1-point game again. Lead with Creamline still. They go up to Gumabaw down the line. Ball is still alive. Oh, solid block against Manabat. Agas will try. Oh, that goes straight to the net.
Michelle Cobb there looking for Agas, hoping for her to convert a point. But an attack error there on the side of Erika Agas.
MG, Gumabaw will serve. Straight to Pineda. They go up to Manabat. Pop up by Galanza. Atienza chooses Tots. Bang. Goes up to Dindin. Dindin finds the line at zone 6.
Dindin with her height and that extension, it's very hard to read her attacks as she hit that ball on top of the block of Gia de Guzman. Floor defense on the side of Creamline, not ready for that.
Kara Permentilla will now serve Yel for Akari. They go up to Carlos. That's straight to Permentilla. Jump set from Cobb going to Agas denied by
Celine Domingo just closing the cross-court attack from Dindin Santiago Manabat. And we head into our technical timeout.
We're back here at the PVL. Setting the stage are Gia de Guzman and Michelle Cap. And team rankings, number 1 in spiking and number 1 in setting is Creamline, going up against the number 6 in spiking and number 7 in setting team in this league. So in terms of attacking and in terms of ball distribution, it seems like Creamline is at the winning end here, and Akari has to take charge.
But would like to catch and watch the matchup of both setters, as we have talked earlier, that their decision making, how creative they will be in terms of offense, is going to play a crucial role in today's game, especially on the side of the Akari Chargers.
It may spell out how Akari will be performing today. Seeing a crowd here sporting some merch, of course, as similar to the first game, since it started to become nighttime, lights are being on around the venue, and some of these lights have directed towards or are directed towards the venue. So some of the lights would cause glare when you're inside the court.
No,
and that's something that could distract players, right?
Exactly. I was about to say that it's something that could distract the players, get in the way of how they can play better.
Of course, this is part of being in a new environment, a very different environment at that.
A lot of external factors setting in here. And the players really need to make sure that they get to adjust instantly, because we're only here for a day.
Yes, and as some players, some coaches would put it, you have to play with the elements, right? If you're in beach volleyball, it's even worse because you have the wind, the sand, everything going your way, the heat. But at least here, these are some controllable factors that we could get to control here, as we see Michelle Cobb, where the offense of Akari will be anchored in. Erica Agas, we talked about her at the top of our coverage, someone who may define this game for them. Celine Domingo, who has been very instrumental with her connection with Gia de Guzman, and the coaches just really eyeing things out here.
The players here trying to keep
themselves warm.
Hot and still have that momentum. Because it's difficult. They're starting to build that momentum. We talked about it earlier. They started slow. Both teams started slow, but they're picking themselves up. They're getting that energy and that momentum. But now we have to take good care of that external factor.
And game is starting to commence again, as we have Tots Carlos on the service line. Straight to Pineda. They go up to Santiago with a soft hip, smartly placed there by Dindin.
Dindin Santiago Manabat there, just using the right control and power to get that ball in. That tip, Celine Domingo actually knew that she was going for a tip, but was not in the perfect form to defend that.
Nor the perfect spot to reach that. It went right over her reach. Makaslang will now serve straight to Carlos. Carlos seems to be the target of all the serves right now, as Galanza will hit that ball out.
That classic attack from Galanza, facing cross court but attacking down, but too much angle for her in that rally.
Tied at 8. Makaslang continues to serve. Serves it right out of bounds. Point will go to Creamline.
Very sharp serve coming off the hands of Makaslang. It could have been an ace, but just too much power for her.
Now it's going to be Celine Domingo, a Cavite native and a finals MVP here at the PVL, to serve for the white shirts. Pineda was there. They go up to the opposite side to Santiago Manabat. Manabat will be tipping that over. Gio was there for coverage. Galanza, offensive blockers. Cobb will adjust and choose Raagas. Finding the line was Erica Raagas.
Raagas has been doing well going down the line so far. finding the weak spot in the defense of the Creamline Cool Smashers.
Tintin Santiago Manabat, another Cavite native and a two-time PVL Conference MVP, will be serving. We go for a quick to Panaga.
Ooh.
Oh, miscue there between Madrigal and Michelle Cobb. Will give a free point to Creamline.
Really crucial miscue there as they're already starting to build their momentum.
Gia de Guzman serving for the white shirts. That is off the arms of Permentilia.
And we know Gia de Guzman as a very lethal on the service line. Always capable of getting an ace.
De Guzman to serve.
Oh,
Oh! That looked tough. That was rough.
another miscue there on the side of the Akari Chargers. Erika Raagas and Michelle Cobb trying to go for that ball.
That will be an ace for Creamline. But great hustle on the side of Akari. Gia there to serve. Raagas will try again. Atienza, great extension. Ganda Gumabaw. Just really deadly with it down the line.
No, Akari, Creamline Cool Smashers, Gia de Guzman targeting Permentilia, getting the chance ball, and that reverse set to Gumabaw. Just perfect execution on the side of the Creamline Cool Smashers.
And you try to put her over here. Your best option now. And one arrow never comes along. They're always on 2 and 3. You're done. Keep the focus. I put her in this position for you to use because then you do this. Okay? Then you do this. Hey, keep the focus position. Okay?
Coach Jorge Sousa de Brito giving a mouthful towards Michelle Cobb. He mentions, I put her in this position for you to use.
I think
And then you do this.
I think he was referring to Erika Raagas.
Yes.
A lot of pressure here on the side of Michelle Cobb. Again, as a playmaker, she plays a very crucial role in terms of combination plays, decision making.
Yes, and you've once held that mantle under right on your shoulders. A yellow. Great save there. Raagas returning the favor. Let's see. They go up to combination play with Gemma Galanza, but that will be out.
No, that was actually a good combination play from Gia de Guzman. Galanza had a lot of room there for that cross-court attack, but just too much angle as Erika Raagas here on the service line.
3-point lead for Creamline that Akari is trying to erase here as Raagas will be serving for the Chargers. Of course, an Ateneo de Manila University standout. She serves straight to Atienza's hands. Gumabaw getting that one through. The other Lasallian inside the court. Michelle Gumabaw has been fired up here.
No, exactly. I was gonna say she has the hot hands here in the start of the set. Almost converting all the sets given to her, powering through Madrigal in the rally.
Galanza will serve now for Creamline. Cobb goes up to Dindin. That is going to sail long.
Now and again, with a good service coming from the players of the Creamline Cool Smashers, it's really challenging the first ball of the Akari Chargers. No, not giving them the opportunity to set up the middle.
Galanza will now serve. They go to a running Madrigal that is read well by Atienza. They go up to Tots Carlos!
But talking about execution, Creamline has been flawless so far. Now we saw earlier, Gumabaw now touched Carlos with a down-the-line attack. Din Santiago Manabat couldn't extend to defend that ball.
And we will be back here at the PVL after a short break.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. 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 Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Bingo Plus, the first live streaming bingo in the Philippines. And you are still watching the Premier Volleyball League 2023 All-Filipino Conference. Fans of the Cool Smashers carrying banners of Gemma Galanza as she serves now for the Cool Smashers. Of course, if you're just catching us right now, we are at the University of San Agustin Gym here in Iloilo City. And match earlier was won by Petrogas against Tigo. Now Creamline is going up against Akari. They go up to Soyod. Carlos getting it through Soyod. Marginot chooses Marciano. And Marciano will be rejected.
That attack from Marciano just being read well by the blockers of the Creamline Cool Smashers. No coverage on the side of Akari Chargers.
Galanza will still serve for Creamline. Pineda goes to her co-Falcon, but that goes out for Soyud.
Now, so far, Akari Chargers struggling to convert points early on. But Creamline just pulling away in the set from the service line.
Gemma Galanza will now serve again for Creamline. Straight to Pineda. They go up to Soyod. That's off the hands of the Guzman. Great angle here also to talk about another sub-story is the number of Falcons we're seeing inside the court.
No, exactly, but what a delay there in the set of Maraginot and the powerful attack coming off the hands of Soyud. No good in that one-hand save from Gia de Guzman.
Now it's going to be Ezra Madrigal to serve for Akari. Murad de Guzman going straight to Carlos. Oh, what a smart move there coming from Eli Soyud.
No, back-to-back points for Eli Soyud earlier with a cross-court attack. No, good coverage from Atienza, but Soyud there just taking advantage of the overpass.
Madrigal continues to serve for Akari. Straight to Galanza. They go up to Gumabaw. Popped up by Agas. Oh! Miscue there between Marciano and Makaslang.
No, exactly. A lot of miscues here for Akari, and that can be costly for them because it could have been already an opportunity for them to convert, but they gave away that point easily to the Creamline Cool Smashers.
Pangs Managa and the Cool Smashers are ahead by 7. As we go up to Agas from the back row, getting a point for Akari.
No, in terms of scoring, Erika spark plug of the Akari Chargers, contributing earlier in the front row, now in that pipe attack. No, even Galanza couldn't contain that attack from Erika Agas.
Soyod will serve for the Chargers. Domingo with that miscue, it still works.
Again, very uncharacteristic as we know Gia de Guzman and said Domingo having a solid connection. But again, that miscue still works for them.
I love the moniker that some fans would call that connection. They call it the Dedo connection. De Guzman and Domingo. And now we see Kyle Negrito and Riza Mandapat being injected on the floor. As we saw Coach Jorge talking to Jaja Marginot. Negrito will now serve for Creamline. They're up by 7 big points, talking about the Cool Smashers.
No, and that's already a big gap, especially when you're playing against a top seed team. Akari needs to play consistent at this point.
Negrito with that. Oh!
No, but that can help. That service error can help Akari to build the momentum.
To the disappointment of Coach Sherwin, as we saw earlier on your screens. Marciano will now serve for Akari. Nice try there coming from Santiago Manabat, but Tots Carlos will succeed in that last play.
Tots Carlos showing so much control in that previous rally, just spinning the ball in the hands of Santiago Manabat.
Pampanga native Carlos will serve. Cobb going to Santiago Manabat. That works for a high.
But Santiago Manabat making up for that block error earlier. Putting a lot of power in the cross-court attack. Tots Carlos was there to get that ball, but again, she was not in the right form to have a control to defend that ball.
Makaslang there to serve. Carlos was there for the first ball. Mandapat adjusting. Tienza was there for coverage. Mandapat again, this time that is too wide.
Now, good coverage on the side of Creamline, but again, too much angle in that attack from Mandapat.
16-21 in favor of Creamline. This is deflated to a 5-point lead. Earlier, it was as big as 7. Makaslang there with the serve. Negrito going up to Mandapat. This time it works.
Now, Kyle Negrito giving Mandapat another opportunity to score, and she delivers.
Let's look at that again.
That reverse set from Negrito, maximizing that loose block from Erica Raagas and the late block from Madrigal.
Domingo now will serve for Creamline. Straight to Marciano. They go up to Raagas. Creamline giving up a free ball here. Very high free ball. Straight to Bang. They go up. Oh! Spicy.
So, very convincing and clean attack from Raagas.
It's like
Spiking seeing that small hole between two blockers, actually a big one. No, Panaga was late trying to close that block.
It was also a very fast set. It looked like a C already. But it was very far from where C's would usually be hit. It's almost at the...
Yeah, but still, Creamline in a very comfortable spot here, 2 points away and trying to close this set.
This time, they return the Guzman and Gumabaw, and Risa Sato will be checking in here. 6-point lead for the Cool Smashers. And the bubbly, jolly Risa Sato. She always knows when she's on camera. She'd always have a moment to smile for our cameraman. Such a darling. Serve coming from Gia. Goes straight to Erica. Drop there coming from Manabat Galanza. Doing his own drop to the celebration of the crowd here in Iloilo.
Galanza it's just one player who has so much control in her attack. Now look at that convincing attack last minute, just tipping the ball in. Erica Ragas reading that, but late in reacting.
Set point moments for Creamline. Serve coming from the Guzman. Cobb goes up to Agas. Oh, solid blocks coming from MG Gumabao. And that ends set number 1 in favor of the Cool Smashers, 25-17. As you look at this again, Yel.
Oh, just perfect block for Gumabao, just closing that angle. No way for Akari to be able to cover that ball.
Into the celebration of the white shirts here today. Creamline takes set number 1, 25-17. We'll be back here at the heart of volleyball. Here's what's watching the 2023 All-Filipino Conference of the Premier Volleyball League. Set number 1 was won by the Creamline Cool Smashers. And this is the second to the last day before we enter the semis on Saturday.
No, and Creamline Cool Smashers just showing a lot of good momentum on their side. They've been getting a lot of points, not just in their spiking, but also on the service line. A couple of service aces on their side. But on the side of Akari Chargers, they have Erica Raagas, who has been their spark plug. But again, it can't just be Erica Raagas who will put in the points. It has to be a team effort in terms of scoring production, because you're playing against Creamline, who has a lot of options in terms of scoring, and Gia de Guzman just doing well in playmaking. As we can see in the numbers, both teams actually doing well in terms of attacking. 11 for Creamline, 10 for Akari, but it has been the blocking and the aces of Creamline Cool Smashers that is working well for them. 3 blocks for Creamline, none for Akari, 2 service aces for Creamline, and none for Akari. But Akari also giving away more free points with 9, and Creamline with 7 errors.
There you have it. That's the tale of set number 1. In terms of attacks, there's really no question. Both teams are very powerful on their attacks. It's really a lot of skills that Akari needs to compensate here if they're facing up the Creamline Cool Smashers. As you see fans here from all over the area, of course, here in Iloilo in Western Visayas. We've heard stories of this game being sold out very early on, anticipating the arrival of their favorite volleyball players. And people have been here since 2 p.m. today. That was already 5 hours ago, just waiting for these players to be here. And Michelle Cobb and the rest of the Akari Chargers, together with Dindin Santiago Manabat, these are people that everyone are just looking after, same as Gemma Galanza, who's been getting a lot of cheers here inside the University of San Agustin. And we're about to begin set number 2 as we see the phenom Eliza Valdez, and together with Laurie Bernardo, they're now playing reserves for their squads as we begin set number 2 here.
Set number 2 is gonna be very crucial for Akari if they want to bounce back. They need to work on their blocking, especially that Creamline Cool Smashers is number 1 in spiking, so that's definitely their strength. So net defense and floor defense is going to be very important for Akari here.
Let's see if those adjustments will be present, as we're seeing Marciano being a staple here. We have a long rally here. Gumabaw, popped up by Pineda. They go up to Marciano. Oh, that's too strong for Janine.
No, just too much power there. And that push of Marciano.
1-0 in favor of Creamline with Gemma Galanza at the service line. Seems like we have a lot of Galanza fans here. As Santiago Manabat goes cross-court, that will be too long.
No, already 2 attack errors on the side of the Akari Chargers. They can't give away a lot of free points, especially that Creamline knows how to produce their own points. So they really have to try to get those scores off their attacks.
Creamline has been getting points in all over the stat board. Akari has just been getting it only through attack. So it's really about adjustment here as Galanza even finds the corner here. So 3 straight points here for Creamline.
Now Galanza there with a perfect approach and perfect form to contribute in that pipe attack. Just perfect placement for her.
She continues to serve. Straight to Marciano. Teodoro Agas. Popped up by De Guzman. Atienza goes to Gumabaw. Solid block there from Janine Marciano.
Oh, Marciano there. And Victoria trying to close that cross-court attack of Gumabaw. It works for them. No coverage on the side of the Creamline Cool Smashers.
Camille Victoria will serve for Akari. Panaga. Makaslang goes to Marciano. Denied by the block. Thoughts on the second ball. Smart move there from the pink-haired assassin, Tots Carlos.
Tots Carlos there trying to score in that first touch. No good on that one-hand save of Dindin.
Pangs Panaga will serve for the Cool Smashers, who are now enjoying a 3-point lead. Marciano, good receive. Makaslang was denied. Ball kept alive. Marciano will adjust. Oh, solid block for Domingo.
Now, Creamline Cool Smashers just seem to know the angles of the attackers, especially of Marciano there, trying to close that cross-court attack. Perfect timing on the side of Domingo.
4-point lead for Pangs Panaga and the rest of the white shirts.
So far, Panaga very consistent on the service line.
Jinxed by Ayel Estaniero.
I was going to say that because Creamline Cool Smashers is actually #1 in serving. So they've been getting a lot of points off those service aces. But again, a service error there on the side of Pangs Panaga.
But it's still very early and a lot of things can still happen. It's a 3-point lead now as Michelle Cobb will serve for the Chargers. Big up to Galanza. Nice hit.
Oh, great reverse set there on the side of Gia de Guzman. It has been Gumabaw who has been putting a lot of powerful attacks so far in this game. Now, and this is a good game plan also on the side of the Creamline Cool Smashers because it was Tots Carlos who played so well in their previous game. So Akari might be expecting that Tots Carlos will be given a lot of balls in today's game. But so far, the service and the blocking of the Creamline Cool Smashers is working well for them.
You know what I also noticed, Ayel? It seems like Creamline has a very specific target, and those are the end zones. They're really targeting
even
the
in
end
their
lines.
service.
Yeah, even in the
They've
serves.
been trying to go to Marciano.
Marciano now will adjust. They know that Marciano can be very reliable if given the time. As great saves here coming from Akari. They go for a quick. Dumping there was Domingo. Ball goes up. They go to Dindin. Santiago Manabat denied there by De Guzman. Very familiar scene that we saw a few years ago in the UAAP happening again here.
Now, perfect timing for De Guzman, but on the side of Akari, they know Creamline is a good blocking team. They have to make sure they have that coverage.
And now we enter the first technical timeout of the second set.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Watch. watch. Watch Gilas Pilipinas. Oh, we're back here at the PVL. That serve went straight to the net for Gumabaw. So free point for Akari here.
So far, it has been the errors of Creamline Cool Smashers that is giving points to Akari. So Akari needs to really adjust and start to create their own points here.
Marciano will now serve. The Guzman goes up to Carlos. Off speed, top spin for Tots Carlos.
Carlos has been one of the attackers who just does great in terms of decision making. She just spin that ball into the donut hole of the Akari Chargers.
But now she'll be in the service line. That goes wide. Free point again for Akari. So far, Akari enjoying some freebies here.
Already 3 service errors on the side of Creamline.
As the score now is 9-4, 5-point lead for the Cool Smashers. Makaslang will now serve. Atienza was right there. They go to Domingo. That's something you want to avoid if you're Akari. You need to avoid the libero because that will isusubo kay Gia.
Exactly, and Gia will just set it to Domingo, who has just a perfect timing and connection with Gia de Guzman.
Actually, yung nangyari doon, pinasa kay Gia perfectly. Gia sinubo lang kay Sanad.
And Celine delivers.
On the other side, Manabat will try. Domingo was there. They go up to Galanza. Soft touch. Ball is kept alive here. Free ball coming from Marciano. Tots was there. They go to a back quick to Panaga. Ball is kept alive by Akari. Gumaba was there. Galanza, solid denial coming from Victoria.
Now, it was already a bump set from Gia de Guzman, but it was a good set, but it was just obvious that it was going to Galanza. So a lot of time there for the blockers of Akari to really position well and press their hands in. Now, kill block for Dindin Santiago Manabat.
And that will be their first kill block here in this match, as they garnered 0 kill blocks in the first set. Jaja Marginot injected back. Full front line as Marginot will serve. Ooh, that's an interesting trivia. Both setters of Akari have the same height as another kill block here for the Chargers. This time, courtesy of Caps Victoria. Let's look at that again.
It looks like the blockers know that Gia de Guzman first option is the middle attackers.
And interestingly, on a middle attack, you see triple
Block.
man blocking.
No, but that's not helping Akari Chargers because they're starting to build a momentum here.
Wasted opportunities here for Akari.
As Gia de Guzman goes to the service line, so complete front row on the side of the Creamline Cool Smashers.
5-point lead for Creamline. Gia to serve. Agas will try. Ball kept alive. Carlos over ball. Victoria was there. They go up there. Agas. That gets through. Akari now starting their own run here.
But it has been Erika Agas again who is bringing that intensity and consistency in the side of the Akari Chargers.
Agas now will serve for Akari. Straight to Galanza. Bump set. Gemma Galanza adjusting. And that's it. Point goes to the Cool Smashers.
A lot of contribution, but what a bump set there on the side of Gia de Guzman, setting that 3 to Galanza. And Galanza just delivering.
Bump set pero sakto pa din yung...
Exactly. Perfect set pa din.
Oh, and add a service ace under the belt of Gemma Galanza. Creamline ahead here by 6 big points.
So Galanza just not just contributing in the front row in terms of attacking, but getting those attacks also from the service line.
Galanza again to serve. Agas from the back row. They go up to Carlos on the other side, denied by Victoria. Solid blocking and touches from Victoria here, but thoughts Carlos puts a finish to that rally.
Now Creamline here just recognized the weak spot in the defense pattern of the Akari Chargers. It has been the donut hole. Now Carlos not putting a lot of power. She's been spinning a lot of balls in the middle of the court of Akari. Still no adjustment on their side.
Marciano from the back row. Carlos will adjust off speed. Marciano was there. Jaja goes up to Agas. The familiar connection. Ball is returned. Marginot goes up to Victoria.
And with better first balls, Maraginot really able to set up good plays for the Akari Chargers as we see that point from Victoria.
And now Victoria will be serving for Akari. They go up to MG Gumabao. 6-point lead, make that 7. After that last point coming from Gumabao, let's look at that again, yeah.
Look at that speed and that power.
Dulo to dulo.
And it's very difficult to defend. It's like an automatic point. No, the second best spiker here in the conference so far, it's Michelle Gumabao, second to Tots Carlos.
It's also credit that to the type of set that Gia's giving her. It's super exact to right in between the antenna and the blocker's hands all the time. As Creamline gets a free point here and we enter our second technical timeout of the second set. We'll be back here at the PVL.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Watch Gilas Pilipinas on August 25 or August 27 or maybe August 29 and be entitled to watch other games scheduled on those dates at the Smart Araneta Coliseum. Get your Gilas Day Pass now. Limited passes available by now. You are still watching us at the University of San Agustin Gym here in Iloilo. This is the Premier Volleyball League, the heart of volleyball. We are housing 6,286 people here inside the venue. Unofficially, I think there's more.
Now that's how much Iloilo loves volleyball.
Hindi pa tayo bilang dyan, Yel, eh.
Exactly.
So, 28 yata
Hindi
yung
pa
dulo.
bilang yung players dyan.
Oo, wala pa yung players dyan. Ganon magmahal ang mga Ilonggo. That's why this is the city of love. As we see this hit coming from Marciano. They go up to Soyud. Great coverage here from Creamline and the adjustments. But that point will go to the side of Akari.
They're trying to contest that there was a block touch, but again, we don't have the benefit of a challenge in our game here in Iloilo.
7-point lead still for the Cool Smashers. Eli Soyud will serve for the black shirts. Straight to Galanza. They go up to Tots Carlos, getting that off the hands of blockers.
But the bump set from Gia de Guzman to Tots Carlos, and Tots Carlos there just using the smaller blocker in Maraguinot, outsmarting Maraguinot.
And now Creamline is just flexing the depth of their bench while also giving more playing time to other players, and at the same time having a full front line. They have that luxury with a 7-point lead, injecting Kyle Negrito and this time Rose Vargas. That serve goes out.
So an automatic 3-point again on the side of the Akari Chargers. We've been saying this again and again. Akari Chargers getting points off the errors of the Creamline Cool Smashers. They have to start being consistent at this point, especially in the attacking department.
Marciano's there to serve straight to Carlos. Carlos will answer, going for that down the line, but that will be wide.
And that was actually a perfect set coming from Kyle Negrito, but Carlos just putting a lot of angle, trying to go down the line there.
6-point lead for Creamline. Marciano to serve. Tienza was there. They go up to Vargas. Marginot chooses her Argas. Answer coming from Vargas again. Soyud trying. Popped up by her former teammate Galanza. Oh! But a hit there from Vargas. Free ball coming from Akari. On the other side, they go to Domingo! But that will go out.
Another attack error on the side of the Creamline Cool Smashers. So they're giving Akari here an opportunity to actually build a momentum. Marciano so far being consistent on the service line.
That would have been a familiar connection between two Lady Dams who have been teammates for so long. But now Marciano will serve with a 5-point deficit. They go up to Vargas, off the blockers. Kept alive by Marciano. Agas will try. Oh, a net violation will be called against Creamline.
They're trying to press in hardly on that block because they know that Erica Agas is more than capable of breaking that block, but too much pressing there as said Domingo scraped her hand going down.
And that was scary. The leg, the foot of Domingo and Agas had a collision actually. Marciano to serve. That will go out.
Just too much power there on the service of Marciano.
5-point lead for the Cool Smashers. As the pink-haired assassin will serve. Makaslang with that hit. They go to Vargas with a tip. Pineda goes up to Marciano, back row off the hands of Negrito.
Marciano getting a point from that pipe attack set up by Bang Pineda. As we try to see it again. Targeting zone 6 of the Creamline Cool Smashers.
Lampas na sa shoulders eh. Kaya bibitawan mo. Yun naman yung turo ng coaches as they get the hand of that. Talking about Creamline, great blocking from Victoria. Victoria and Marginot again, but Victoria just things are so fast. He wasn't able to catch up with Victoria. Just continuously getting busy at the net there.
Exactly. She's been very aggressive in that net defense. A lot of blocks coming from her, but good coverage on the side of Creamline, but took advantage of that overpass.
However, Creamline, it's time to pound the alarm. This is just a 2-point deficit in favor of Akari, as Makaslang will now serve for Akari. She's been serving really well. Straight to Atienza. They go up to Carlos. Oh! Campfire right in the middle.
Then Carlos has been going for that kind of attack, that off-speed attack. She just knows that she's able to disrupt the defense pattern of Akari Chargers. Doesn't need to use a lot of power. No one there on the side of the Akari Chargers to go for that ball.
Domingo will now serve for Creamline. Great hit there coming from Erika Agas, keeping the gap tight here at 2.
But Akari Chargers again has the advantage as Erika Agas is still on the front row. Using the hands of a smaller blocker there, Gia de Guzman.
We now go on to Jaja Mariginot, who will be serving. 2-point deficit for Akari. Galanza was there. They go up to Panaga. Here Agas will adjust. Straight to Gumabaw. Bangs Panaga! Same area of the net where Panaga has been doing his running. Where Carlos has been hitting from the opposite side, and Gumabaw. It's the same type of set.
And Gia de Guzman really just has a great connection with all her attackers. They're very efficient every time Gia de Guzman sets them up.
The power of long-time connections as they go up to Agas. Denied by the blockers of Creamline. This time, Creamline is just flexing their powers here. They're up by 4 as we head on to this timeout by Coach Jorge Souza de Brito. Let's listen in to the Chargers.
Judge, it's a good option for you now. It's a good position. But do something for me. Let it on you. And then you have early game card. Okay? Oh, give the receipt. Keep the receipt. Okay?
Ilaban ninyo, yan ang reminder ng bench ng Akari. And Coach Jorge here waking up Kiara Permentilla at the sidelines. But we saw her talking, Coach Jorge talking below. And she was actually talking to Jaja Mariginot, who was tying her shoelaces. We were all wondering, what was Coach Jorge talking to the floor? 4-point lead now for the Cool Smashers as the Guzman serves. Shan is there for the first ball. Soyud adjusting, and ball kept alive here. Jesus with the return. Mariginot choosing Agas. The Guzman going for a back row set. What a set. Interesting set. Soyud adjusting up and go. Ball kept alive by Creamline. Jaja goes to Soyud for the 3rd time. Ball is still alive.
Oh, chance ball.
Jaja now goes to the back row. The Guzman was there. Longest rally we're seeing so far in this game. MG Bang was there for coverage. They go to the opposite side to Agas. Ball is still alive. No one wants to keep this down. Soyud. Returned by Gumabaw. They go to Soyud. Off the hands of Kaloy.
What a rally! Probably the longest rally so far. No, Soyud just staying patient in her attacking. But Aguinot went to her a lot of times. Took her a couple of tries to get that point off the hands of Tots Carlos.
Unofficially on my count, that's probably the 4th or 5th attempt within that rally. As Erika Agas will now serve, but here we'll see a substitution. The lady we interviewed earlier, talking about Ish Genesis, checks in for Janine Marciano. And Eric Aragas will serve. They go up to Gumabaw. Pineda chooses Soyud. De Guzman with that pickup. Carlos from the back row. Pineda with a solid dig. Genesis. Great coverage.
Exactly.
De Guzman. Galanza. Wow. To the celebration of the whole University of San Agustin Gym.
Oh, but that was a very fast low set coming from Gia de Guzman. Setting up Galanza well, and Galanza just avoiding Soyud to score that point.
And this will lead to a timeout to be called by Akari. They're down by 4.
Nice pick. Remember I told you, let us just go there. Stay near. You have 3 chances to make just cut. And you're there trying to stay there in front. Hey, Genesis. I put it there for the side out. Okay, so now there's something different. You're going to receive B. But you have the line. You have to go.
Coach Jorge there telling Genesis that I put you there for that side out. So a lot of pressure on her to convert a point.
Jaja Marginot here getting the last reminders from Coach Jorge.
Bang Pineda has been excellent on the defense for the Akari Chargers.
Genesis looking for that side out. Gumabaw will set this up for the middle. Gumabaw will adjust here. Pineda going to Soyud. Ball kept alive by De Guzman. Setter Ella De Jesus. Jaja going to Raagas. Easy pickings for De Guzman. Galanza. Pineda choosing Genesis. And that's what Coach Jorge wants to see. He wants to side out.
No, and he was giving Genesis the instruction earlier that he can use the hands of the blockers, and that's what exactly Genesis did, using the hand of Gumabaw to score that point.
22-19, a 3-point lead for the Cool Smashers. Akari slowly playing catch-up here. That are Lac native Camille Victoria to serve. Straight to Galanza. They go up to Tots Carlos off the hands of blockers.
No, but the speed of the set of Gia de Guzman is really giving the attacker some space to take advantage of. A lot of power in that attack of Tots Carlos.
4-point lead this time for Creamline. They're just 2 points away from closing this out in set number 2. Meanwhile, Akari just needs 4 to catch up. And Ish Genesis makes it down to 3.
Well, Genesis has been delivering some points for the Akari Chargers. Powering through the cross-court attack. Galanza couldn't contain.
Soyud now will serve for the Chargers. Lucky break here for Akari.
A faster and stronger serve this time on the side of the Akari Chargers. Coming from Ellie Soyud there. A miscue between Tots Carlos and Galanza, giving her the opportunity to score that ace.
And this is the first time, or probably the second time, we'll be hearing from Coach Sherwin Meneses.
Kahit kanino, tao-tao lang. Basic na basic mo lang. Para kahit walang receive na kaya natin.
Focus lang receive.
Go!
All in, Creamline!
Coach Sherwin reminding his squad to focus on reception. They're up by 2. This is not really comfortable for them anymore as Akari is starting to knock on their doors. Creamline just needs 2 to close us out, but Akari can easily do 4. They've done 2 already. This was 19 to 23 earlier. Soyed with a serve. Straight to Galanza. They go up to Gumabaw. That is what you want to see right after a timeout.
No, Gumabaw just going to her comfortable spot, going cross-court, just knowing where to place that attack well. It seems like an easy point on the side of the Creamline Cool Smashers as they are just 1 point away in closing this set.
Now serving for the set is Michelle Gumabaw. They go up to Genesis. Gumabaw denied there with a block. Akari still alive here.
Again, the comfortable spot of Gumabaw is going cross-court. Makaslang just closing that angle to get that block point.
Genesis will now serve for Akari. Straight to Carlos. They go up to Tots with a combination play. Perfect combination. When you have Gia de Guzman, you have Sed Domingo, and Tots Carlos, that battle play is something that you'd expect from these 3.
Who else will you go to finish a set but to your number 1 attacker, Tots Carlos, currently number 1 in spiking overall. 2 sets down.
2 sets here already. And we'll see what happens in set number 3 when you return here at the PVL. And we're back here inside the University of San Agustin Gym in Iloilo as we bring you a very special coverage of the Premier Volleyball League 2023 All-Filipino Conference. We are at the last 2 days of our semi-finals. It's set number of our preliminaries heading to the semi-finals rather. And set 2 just ended swinging to the way of the Cool Smashers.
For the Cool Smashers, it was still their blocking and their decision-making in terms of attacking that went well for them. They just recognized, they just know the holes in the defense pattern of the Akari Chargers. They made it look easy to score points. But on the side of the Akari Chargers, they had the momentum. They have Erika Raagas and Genesis who were spark plugs, but still it wasn't enough as Creamline dominated that set in terms of attacking with 15. Only 8 for Akari. Both teams, again, doing well in their blocking, 4 apiece. And Akari with more service aces and 2 and 1 for Creamline. And both teams really minimizing the errors, giving away lesser points to their opponent. But Creamline just being more consistent, just showing more chemistry.
And now we're seeing the fans here inside the University of San Agustin, our beloved Ilonggos. Actually, from what I've heard, may mga dayo pa daw from other parts of the area as our last gate attendance was 6,286 plus. Ako na mag-claim na may plus ayal.
But again, it's not a lot of times that they see these players live, so they're taking this big opportunity to see and witness the talents that all these teams and players are showcasing.
Giving us so much love here at the City of Love, Iloilo City. We'd love to also, we heard some tweets earlier from the first game that sana all. We'd love to also visit your places, so hopefully we'll be able to visit you guys soon.
Sinch is manifesting.
Let's manifest it. Very enjoyable experience for us all to have this. I'm sure the players are enjoying it. You know, sans the pagod and everything that we've been through. Liza Valdez definitely enjoying this a lot.
Cheering
On the sidelines.
teammates on the side.
She's enjoying this new era. Diba? We saw her post on social media. Fan cam ang peg niya ngayon. As we see Michelle Cobb, Gaia Baroga on the sidelines acting as the guardian of this Akari squad. Of course, a former Charger as well. Now part of the management. And we begin set number 3 here in Iloilo City. The Creamline Cool Smashers serving.
So far, Creamline Cool Smashers just playing better and stronger, especially in terms of execution. Let's see what adjustments Akari will have as
Akari gets a freebie right away early in the set. Might be a good omen for them.
But again, it's very important for them to start strong in this set because we know Creamline is a team who just keeps on getting better as the game continues.
They start to learn the opponent and read the opponent better as time passes. Marginot will be serving for Akari. We haven't seen a whiff of Dinkin Santiago Manabat so far.
That was an overpass from Tots Carlos. But we can see De Guzman just extending and still trying to make a combination play. And then Sato just delivers.
De Guzman just elastic sometimes. They go up to Genesis going for a sharp tip. It is returned by Creamline. Soyud adjusting in mid-air. Oh, we have a... I'm just looking at the court right now, and Akari has a combination of players coming from the Falcons and the Eagles only exclusively inside the court. Genesis, whoa, great coverage. They up to Agas, popped up there by De Guzman. Carlos going cross court, great defense here. Soyud tipping it over. Gumabao getting that one through.
Gumabao very efficient in today's game, and De Guzman just really knows who to go to be able to convert a point. Gumabao has been delivering well on the side of the Creamline Cool Smashers, but also credit Akari for their effort in the defense. But again, Gumabao just being efficient in today's game.
I would give it though to Creamline. It's not just, and also to Gia De Guzman, it's not just to who she will give it to, it's also when. The timing is really perfect. It's something you can't really teach.
Always beating the blockers, a lot of spaces for the attackers.
Soyud putting some muscle into that.
And Soyud had the advantage there as Sato was late in trying to close that block. He jumped with Makaslang, who was very convincing in that approach. Galanza couldn't contain that attack from Eli Soyud.
Jump serve coming from Ish. Genesis, they go up to Sato. Read well there by Akari. They go up to Agas. Ish, Genesis rather, from the back row.
Genesis showing some talent as well, contributing from the back row. So the faster sets and lower sets from Maraguinot so far working well at the side of the Akari Chargers.
Akari though gives a freebie to the Cool Smashers.
It's been a close game so far in the start of the set.
Serve coming from Sato. They go up to a double quick there. Back quick for Makaslang works.
So the adjustment of having Maraguinot in the court is working well so far for the Akari Chargers. She's been doing well in terms of playmaking and setting distribution. And a lot of players in Creamline getting caught off guard in the offense of Akari.
That last play was just really interesting because Sohyod, who plays open, went for a quick there. Speaking of quicks, Domingo going for that quick. That was returned Carlos with that answer back. They go to Agas. That is going to be out of bounds. That's out of the airspace of the antennas. So that ball will go to Creamline, tied at 4. We have a hot start here at set number 3.
It seems like Akari started to adjust and starting to learn how Creamline is playing.
Gumabaw to serve. That goes out.
Not too much power there on that serve from Gumabaw. She didn't have the perfect control on that ball. As Ellie Soyud here will serve.
Soyud. Straight to Carlos. Oh, will this be an ace? It is an ace.
It has been the game plan of the Akari Chargers to target Tots Carlos in their service, and Ellie Soyud gets that ace off the hands of Tots Carlos. Trying to extend that arm, but not in the perfect form for the perfect pass, talking about Tots Carlos. But Tots Carlos going for that cut shot. As we see the replay here, intentionally avoiding the blockers. A very difficult angle to go to, but Tots Carlos more than capable of doing it.
5-all is the score. Carlos there with the serve. Oh, solid. Solid there for Gemma Galanza. Denial.
Again, Gemma Galanza isn't the tallest of blockers, but her timing and elevation really helps her get those skill blocks.
Thoughts there with a serve. That will be out for Soyud.
Soyud lacked some risk action there, had the right intention in that placement of that attack.
Carlos now with the jump serve. That sails out.
Tots Carlos trying to target the corner of the court of the Akari Chargers, but didn't have good control over that ball, didn't have the best risk action for that jump serve.
Agas with the serve. They go to a quick to Domingo, not their usual connection. Genesis getting that one through. Kept alive there. Off-speed tip coming from Galanza. Works here for Creamline. And they reach the first technical timeout. First here, talking about the Cool Smashers. 8-7. We'll be back here at the PVL. We're back here in the Premier Volleyball League 2023 All-Filipino Conference as we go to our tweets coming from, I don't know how to pronounce it.
Ersh.
Ersh. Nakakatuwa naman yung audience sa Iloilo. Iyawan din talaga. Seeing Ate Lai assisting the CSS players for the pre-game warm-up. Yun lang ang tweet, sabi ni Ako si Miss Filipina. And the last tweet coming from Izumi, 6,000 plus din pala ang crowd dito sa Iloilo. Ang dami rin weekday pa. Oo,
we talked about that earlier.
Madami daw nag-skip ng class and everything. At last, ang saya ng crowd dito sa Iloilo. Well, mas masaya talaga ang crowd dito sa iyo. Pag ganon, yung napapanood nila. Excited na excited sila.
No, a
So,
lot of
ganyan.
great executions here being enjoyed by the Iloilo fans.
And we received some info that apparently there are even some fans who were not allowed to go inside the venue
Because we
already.
have reached maximum capacity.
Really, we are very full here inside, and we're very much happy to receive all the love and support from the Ilonggos. Thank you so much. Salamat, Gid.
Oh, wow. Salamat, Gid.
Yes, may ano ko eh.
Sa
may
inyong suporta.
Madamo, Gid, salamat sa syudad na sang Iloilo.
Oh, parang mas magaling na si Sin sa akin maghiligay nun.
Oo nga, kasi nagpapaturo ko sa iyo. Walang naturo si Ayel, pero balik tayo sa game yan. Genesis denied there by the block. They go up to Soyud. On the other side, Galanza off the blockers.
Oh, Galanza
2-point lead.
with a classic attack, facing cross court again. But last minute, having that risk action going down the line, Erica Raagas late in trying to defend that ball. Also using the smaller blocker in Maraguinot in that rally.
There's really some players who know how to tool really well. They go up to Genesis, and that will be a point off the blockers.
Genesis here has been a big help to Erica Raagas in terms of scoring production.
This has been a very tight third set compared to the first two sets where we saw Creamline pull away. This time, we see Akari really fighting back.
With Maraguinot and Genesis inside the court now, it has been doing some positive things for the Akari Chargers, as well as Ellie Soyud as she scores that point off the blocks of the Creamline Cool Smashers.
We're tied at 10, and we're at the moment where these two squads are really familiar with how everyone has been playing. We talked about this earlier, how Creamline will be able to read the moves of Akari, but Akari also so far has been a fast learner here. Jaja with that serve. Gia goes up to MG, popped up by Bang. One hand set, tip from Makaslang. Galanza going cross court and adjusting.
Galanza and all sides of the court just really delivering the points. Going for that cross court attack in the right pin.
Gemma Galanza will serve with Creamline, who's enjoying a 1-point cushion. Genesis with so much power. Free ball coming from Creamline. Genesis has been really effective here. It's like Coach Jorge predicted, but here Ellie Soyud been working a lot here for Akari.
Also, it has been Ellie Soyud, Erica Raagas, and Trisha Genesis who is producing the points, really powering through the blockers and maximizing the spaces.
We're at 11 all. Soyud. Thoughts Carlos getting that one through. They up to Genesis back row tip. It's returned by Sato. Soyud will adjust off speed. Single block from Thoughts. Soyud will try again. They go up to Thoughts. Carlos. Denied by the blockers. Carlos will try again. Oh! Solid single block there coming from Ellie Soyud.
Now, Tots Carlos has been going cross-court a lot of times. She never changed, trying to go down the line actually in that sequence, but Soyud just really guarding and reading that well. Solid block for Ellie Soyud.
Nakaposte na. And that probably skipped the mind of Thoughts because she had no blockers in the cross court there. As similarly, no blockers for MG Gumabao in that last sequence.
Oh, but Gumabao making up for that. Attack error decision from Tots Carlos. Going cross court, just targeting zone 6.
Well, Gumabao recognizing the seam right there. Pick up the Aga. Solid block now coming from Celine Domingo.
And this is the good thing about Creamline. Now, if one player is not able to convert, at one point, they get the next points for their teammate, as we saw Gumabaw with a point and now Domingo with that solid block.
It's that next man up mentality as well. There will be an overreaching call here. Rather, next woman up. But there's an overreaching call here against Jaja Marginot because she's a backliner setter, and in this last play,
Trying to save that ball, but it already crossed the net.
went to the airspace of Creamline already per se.
Oof.
Carlos tipping that over. Genesis from the back row. Carlos again. Oh! Kitch nakaslang.
No, said Domingo actually was already on the net as well, trying to anticipate that overpass, but wasn't able to read that well, as it is a point for the Akari Chargers, and now Makaslang on the service line.
Chargers being really busy here today. Makaslang will serve. Straight to Carlos. They go. Oh, there will be an infraction called against Creamline.
No, but a great decision there by Gia de Guzman, trying to go for that reverse set while she was all the way here on our side. But touch the net, trying to save that pass.
Makaslang will now serve. Akari and Creamline now tie at 14. Very different Akari squad we're seeing here today in this third set. Oh. Third ball. Oh! Ellie Soyud with the hot hands here.
So Ellie Sawyer just on fire in this set and in this game, powering through the better blocking team, Creamline Cool Smashers.
That's what we've been talking about. You know, this already happened in the last conference, at the tail end of the conference. Last game of Akari, they were up against a higher seeded team, but they still ended up snatching a win. So it's not impossible for Akari to do this. Galanza, I rather Gumabaw.
Oh, but Gumabaw is not letting Akari do that. We know Creamline Cool Smashers to be really good in offense, and so far, Gumabaw
We're tied at 15.
not giving them a chance with her powerful attacks.
She serves now. Soyud off the hands of the blockers. And that brings Akari to the second technical timeout first. Ellie Soyud just showing a lot here to the delight of the fans here in Iloilo. We'll be back here at the PVL. Gemma Galanza. And the rest of the squads here. Agas getting that outside on the side of Creamline. So
back-to-back errors now on the side of Akari Chargers. This can be costly because it's giving Creamline Cool Smashers the opportunity to pull away.
Cayetano has been injected here inside the court as Carlos goes for a serve. That will be an ace.
Agas actually was already there, but it was too strong and too fast, as you see Eliza Valdez again on your screens.
With Lori Bernardo, let's not forget the new generation of Creamline Cool Smashers. But let's go to the other side of the court and listen in to the timeout of Coach Jorge.
Up here. Hey, I'm here. Don't. Hey, I'm here. Stay there. Receive, then you can play. Don't. You can't hide now. Okay? Stay there. 1, 2, 3, divided. 33, 33.
Akari Chargers needs to side out at this point as we get this replay of that service ace earlier of Tots Carlos. Too much power and too much speed for Erica Agas to contain.
And we see here some fans of Tots Carlos. That's really sweet of them. Smart tip there coming from Victoria.
Two players on the side of Creamline was trying to go for that pancake save as we see this hit from Victoria again, the Guzman and Carlos, but a bit of an hesitation there in both players.
Akari just an inch away from tying this match again. Here Agas with that serve. Gia going for the kick. That's the connection we're talking about.
And it wasn't the most perfect first ball. Gia de Guzman almost on her knees, setting Celine Domingo there, and that fold of body from Domingo and the brisk action, just putting a lot of power in
Full
that attack.
extension. That folding is really difficult to do actually in mid-air. They go up to Genesis. Galanza, coverage from Creamline. That will be out.
Another 3-point here for Akari. They can take advantage of this and build their momentum. It's just a 1-point game.
Camille Victoria will now try to help Akari in this set as she serves. That will be out though. Free point for Creamline. Creamline regains a 2-point advantage here.
This is already crucial moments especially for Akari, as Creamline is just 5 points away in taking this set and taking this match.
Gia de Guzman will be serving for the Cool Smashers. Agas was there. They go up to Genesis. That is off the hands of Jesus.
But Genesis still not done producing some points, putting a lot of power in all her attacks. Probably the most powerful attacker on the side of the Akari Chargers.
1-point game. Tough serve coming from Marginot. They go up to Gumabaw off the blockers, popped up by Pineda. Agas from the back row. Atienza keeps it alive straight to Galanza, getting that through her former teammate in college, Eli Soyud.
Galanza going cross court. Soyud was actually there, but it was the right angle for Galanza to maximize that loose block from Eli Soyud. No coverage on the side of the Akari Chargers.
Creamline back to a 2-point lead, and Madrigal will be checking in here for Pakaslang. It seems like she might be cramping up. Hopefully she gets better soon and out of the ordinary. Of course, we're playing in a very warm venue and the hydration.
Genesis still putting in that energy and that power on the side of the Akari Chargers.
She's the spark plug that Coach Jorge was just looking for. And right when he needed her, what a serve from Genesis. But Bumabaw, the efficiency at that time of that going down the line.
But Gia de Guzman as well trying to slow down that fast first ball, setting that reverse set to Bumabaw, and Bumabaw delivers. Well, these are just small details that not everyone gets to see, but
a setter like you will always see
Gia
it.
de Guzman just showing so much talent and precision in today's game as Bumabaw scores again for the Creamline Cool Smashers.
Well, we mention it a lot. You have to credit half of the point always to the assist, which is the setter. Just like this hit of Michelle Bumabaw getting it right through the seams of the blockers. This is a 3-point lead now for Creamline, the most comfortable we've seen here in this set. So let's listen on to Coach Jorge Souza de Brito.
Great. And they follow also. So we're gonna see.
Some specific instructions again from Coach Jorge to Jaja Maraginot.
Coach Jorge is very focused with his setters today.
Really trying to force them to have better decisions in terms of playmaking as Risa Sato serves.
They go up to Soyud on the other side. Bumabaw off the block there. Point. Net touch rather will be called against Creamline. Let's look at that again.
No, Bumabaw actually trying to use the hands of the blockers, but Soyud did the right press to get that kill block. So Soyud just not delivering points from the attacks, but also defending the net well. Oh,
Solid hit, but that's returned by Akari. Ball still alive here after Bumabaw hits that. They go up to Bumabaw. Agas adjusting on the other side. Domingo read well there. Soyud popped up by the Guzman. Another long rally we're having here. This can change this juncture. Agas straight to Atienza. Nice. Oh, tough set there. But Bumabaw hits that ball out. That point goes to Akari. Oh.
Creamline here trying to ask for a block touch. But the referees will stick to their decision.
And this will be a one-point game again. So the Cool Smashers will be calling time. Let's listen in.
Pag may receive ha, tuloy tayo ha. Tuloy ha. Execute lang ng maganda. Kukuha na kayo ni Gian ng isang block or wala.
Yeah.
Pag wala, palo, cover.
No problem.
Okay, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Confident receiver na.
All in, Creamline!
Happy!
Coach Sherwin there alarmed by the points of Akari. They're starting to close this gap. It's just a one-point game. Creamline would want to convert right away off this serve from Madrigal.
They go up to Carlos. On the other side, Ish was there. They go up to the Soyod, blocked by Domingo. Soyod again will try. Oh, the block goes out. He's trying things over here at set number 3.
Soyud there, using the hands of Tots Carlos to score that point. Tots Carlos in the right position, but late and trying to press that left hand. Soyud here. Another spark plug for the Akari Chargers. So it has been the wing attacker so far of Akari.
23 all. Morado going up to Gumaba. We see that from time and time again.
But what a bump set coming from Gia de Guzman, trying to have that reverse bump set to Gumabao. And Gumabao, so much space for the cross-court attack. Deep cross-court attack. Now they are just a 1-point game in closing this match.
Ooh, match point moments. Solid block from Domingo. They go up to Agas. They're trying to stay alive here. Talking about the carry. Tots Carlos denied with a double block. Gia goes to Tots again. Just let it go through. Ball is still alive. The crowd is going wild. Oh, Soyod! She's had the hot from the start. They're asking for a net top, but no. We're at 24 all, Ayan.
Oh, Soyod has been guarding well. Tots Carlos this entire set. Carlos, every time Soyod is in front of her, has been struggling to convert a point, but that set was a bit tight. Soyod just maximizing it and taking advantage to have that point as
well played quality minutes for the game changer of Akari. And now we see a substitution. Michelle Cobb returns together with Dindin Santiago Manabat.
So Akari would want to have a complete lineup here.
Cobb now serves 24 all. We're at a deuce. 2 to win. Michelle. Straight to Gemma. They go for combination play from Tots Carlos, but that's in. We've seen that from the start of this game.
Gia de Guzman just always allowing her teammates to bounce back and make up for some errors. And what a combination play. All blockers jumping with Celine Domingo. No one blocking Tots Carlos. So much room to score that point.
A triple block was established against Celine.
That's how convincing Celine Domingo was.
Jump serve coming from Tots, popped up by Bam. Santiago flipping it over. Guzman adjusts. Free ball coming from De Jesus. On the other side, they go to Dindin. Oh! The confusion from the side of Creamline extends this match 25 all.
No, a very uncharacteristic error on the side of the Creamline Cool Smashers. That ball was high, but no one on the side of Creamline actually took charge to get the first touch.
Agas with that serve. De Guzman goes to Carlos from the back row. Agas was there. They go to Ish on the other side. Galanza popped up well by Cobb. Free ball coming from Akari. Good hit. Ball is still alive. We're seeing long rallies here. The tail end. And Santiago breaks Akari to set point moments.
That was actually a miss hit from Santiago, but again, she has the height to overpower the blockers, and that forces Coach Sherwin to call this timeout.
Before that, if you're hearing my partner grunt here a lot, it's because of that. Those moments. Great volleyball action we're seeing here. Let's head on over to the Creamline timeout.
Kasi dito ka lang. Di kita first line siya, first line. Ayun ang sabi.
Hey, this is our moment. Let's go. Come on. Guys, marami ka sa
Girls, attempt! All in, Creamline!
What's stuck to me in that timeout. Michelle Gumabao saying, guys, this is our moment. And we're hearing cheers for both sides of the court. We heard Creamline cheers and then Akari cheers right after. And it's unquestionable. They want more volleyball here in Iloilo.
They want this game to be extended as Eric serve.
Oh! That goes to the side of Creamline.
A very costly error there for Erica Agas as she gives Creamline a free point and an opportunity to close this match.
Now Celine Domingo will be marching to the service line. 26 all. We saw this in the game earlier, 28-26. Tough first balls. Ish adjusting straight to Domingo. They go up to Risa Sato, back quick. They have a long rally here again. Dindin again at Montreal. Joust won by Gia. They go up to Manabat. Oh! Ball kept alive here by Creamline to the cheer of the fans. Oh! What a hit! Ish Genesis brings Akari back to set point moments.
Akari just has to build their momentum as Dindin pushes that and forces Creamline to give the chance ball, and Akari just maximizing it as Ish Genesis putting a lot of speed and power in that attack, going straight to Tots Carlos.
Now this puts a lot of pressure to Creamline. It's their set to lose as the fans here cheer for Akari. Victoria with the serve. De Guzman going to Sato. And things are tied here by the Cool Smashers. Everyone just going wild inside the arena and we can hear each other.
Great effort on the attacking of Creamline, but better effort there on the side of Dindin Santiago Manabat, but it wasn't enough to get the third touch.
27 all. De Guzman to serve. Agas for the first ball. They go to Dindin off the block. Akari extending this once again, getting the set point advantage.
And Cobb just going to the higher percentage attacker and Dindin Santiago Manabat and powering through that smaller block in Galanza. So far, Akari having the better momentum here as they are just 1 point away in closing this set.
They do double substitution again. Soyud is back in together with Jaja Mariganot, who is serving at the moment for the black shirts.
And so yeah, you now have Soyud again on the front row and Genesis and the spark plugs for the Akari Chargers.
Jaja with that serve straight to Atienza. They go up to a first play. That's returned. Ball is kept alive here by Creamline. Akari going to Soyud off the block. And that's it. Akari wins a set here and extends this to set number 4.
And who else will they go to but to the most consistent attacker of Akari in this game, Ellie Soyud. Never intimidated of the blockers in front of her, powering through and finishing this set.
And we will now go on to set number 4 when we return here at the PVL.
And it is the government of the units. And also would like to thank Governor Marco of Virginia, Mr. Julius family, Mr. Drake, Russell Ray family, Courtney, and University of Southern State.
Well in serving, but again, Akari Chargers just doing better in their first ball, and they had Erika Raagas, Trisha Genesis, and especially Ellie Soyud, who had the best teamwork in terms of scoring production, especially towards the end. And Ellie Soyud just guarding well the top scorer of the Creamline Cool Smashers, Tots Carlos. Now, there were a couple of rallies that Tots Carlos really had a difficult time to convert, especially towards the end of the set.
And speaking of the end of the set, let's talk about the numbers in attacks. Akari lorded things over there with a 4-point gap, and then blocks, it's almost toe-to-toe, same with the aces and opponent errors. It was really about the timing of these things that really mattered in this last set, especially if you're going to extend it to a deuce and extend it to a 29-27
No, exactly.
game.
At this point, the numbers says a lot, but their composure and their ability to stay focused is what matters the most, especially in those crucial parts of the set and the third set as we extend this game. Akari still wanting to finish strong in this conference, and they are getting a chance here as they extended this game in this fourth set.
Very exciting moments here for the fans. Earlier, we heard a resounding Creamline at the start of the game, but then at the tail end of the third set, people started cheering for Akari. And it's probably because they want to enjoy more volleyball here. I'm not saying balimbing yung fans dito, Ariel. I'm just saying they love volleyball here so much. And we do. We share the same passion that they have here.
Exactly.
Tots Carlos.
They would want to get as much action as they want, especially that it's a rare moment that volleyball, especially PVL, would come here to Iloilo, and we have 4 teams playing here. We had Petrogas, Angels, and Cheritigo crossovers early on the first game. And now Creamline Cool Smashers and Akari Chargers.
Jaja with that serve. They go up to Gumabao. Creamline trying to start off hot here.
Faster and lower set there for Gumabao.
It's not about the last set. Yeah, it seemed like Creamline had a different pace compared to their previous sets.
Well, they tried to play in the pace of the Akari Chargers. No one took control of the game until the tail end, wherein Akari Chargers came alive and Elipsoid was putting in a majority of the points. But that entire third set, it was difficult to see who was taking charge and taking control.
And that's why the tail end, Akari was able to take a hold of the reins and took control of set number 3 as they go up to Ellie Soyud here. She's had the hot hands at set number 3. Madrigal adjusting there, trying to add some power here for the Chargers.
A great push there by Madrigal. No one there on the side of the Creamline Cool Smashers.
Lahat nakasubsub eh.
Exactly, because at most times you go for like power tips.
And right now, we're seeing the younger generation of the Chargers inside the court. It's just Bang Pineda, who's most seasoned already inside the court at the moment.
But again, Gumabao just using her power, the heavy-handed gumabaw, the wrist action itself has so much power for her.
2-point lead for Creamline as Pangs Panaga serves for the Cool Smashers. We have the Soyod, popped up by the Guzman. Tots, deny there. Back row, oh, that didn't cross.
Galanda there, too short for her, trying to go for a sharp attack from the back row, but the set was too low for her to do that.
Madrigal to serve. Balls returned to the side of Akari. They go to Soyod, going for the sharp tip. That will be wide.
Soyud trying to show some variety of attacks, trying to go for a power tip, but just too much angle for her. Creamline here starting strong.
Serve there coming from Gumabaw becomes an ace. 3-point lead for Creamline. MG going for that serve, straight to Ish. Jaja goes up to Soyud. They get a check.
Soyud really just showing up big for the Akari Chargers in today's game. Soyud serves. And gets that ace. Again, Soyud not just contributing in the spiking department, but also serving and really guarding the net well, especially when it's Tots Carlos in front. So she's doing well in almost all departments. As
you say that, you jinx it.
Gives away a free point to the Creamline Cool Smashers off that service error.
Carlos now will serve with a 2-point lead. Solid jump serve.
So if Creamline Cool Smashers couldn't get a lot of points.
It seemed like it hit the face of Genesis, but everything Genesis seems to be a bit hurt, but you could hear the contact of the ball when this was served.
But it was too fast and too strong.
There
was a collision.
That's a better angle. Thank you so much for that. Sumabit siya sa sa jaw ni back. That will be an ace again for Creamline, their second ace. So they enjoy a 4-point lead as we enter the first technical timeout. And we're back here inside the University of San Agustin in Iloilo. As you see, Tots Carlos serving for the Creamline Cool Smashers.
Back-to-back aces for her earlier.
Four-point lead for Creamline. Tots serves. That's clear.
It's like Tots Carlos is saying, if I can't get the points in the front row through spiking, I'm gonna get the points through service aces. Already 3 aces for Tots Carlos alone in this set.
Great angle there. Tots with that serve. They go up there, Agas. Straight to Atienza. They choose Galanza. 6-point lead for Creamline.
The perfect set from Gia de Guzman. Feeding it to Galanza, and Galanza just seeing through the seams in the blocking of Akari Chargers.
Tots there with that serve. They go up for a quick. She's denied there. Said Domingo. Not allowing any ball to enter the airspace of Creamline.
That was a good first ball from Akari. Now Jaja Maragino trying to set up the middle right away, but it was read well. As Coach Horia here wants to have a complete front row and put in Michelle Cobb and Dindin Santiago Manabat.
Tots will serve. Coach Horia looking for instant points. They go to Santiago, tipping it over to the other side. Colanza, popped up by Cobb. Santiago will try again. Tots was there. They choose Gemma. Turned by Erica. Sizzling! It's just sizzling! Sizzling hot.
That connection and chemistry. De Guzman there trying to fake an attack. Last minute goes to Said Domingo, and Said Domingo, 0 blockers at all. This forces Akari to call a timeout.
Akari needed time to regroup as Creamline is enjoying an 8-point lead here.
Akari here needs to get a side out right away as Creamline is pulling away and wanting to finish the set faster.
Creamline trying to remind the Akaris, don't wake a giant up. I'm sure that third set was a wake-up call for these ladies in white. Serve coming from Tots Carlos, that will be wide.
Tots Carlos trying to target Erica Raagas, but just too much angle. Had the right spin, but too much angle for her to put the ball in as Erica Raagas goes to serve.
7-point lead for Creamline so far. Agas with a very lovely serve.
Erica Raagas with the help of the net, really disrupting the timing of the players, of the defenders of Creamline Cool Smashers there.
You saw the hesitation in that replay coming from Kyla Atienza as Agas serves again. Atienza picks that up.
Rescue.
Ball is still alive though. They go up to Dindin. Dindin again will try.
Great one-hand save.
Tots sweeping it. Free ball coming from Creamline. Genesis putting a exclamation there, but what a dig! But the answer, the counter comes from Creamline.
No, credit that point to the great digging of Atienza. We've been talking a lot about the spikers, about the playmaking of Gia de Guzman, but Atienza has been flawless as well on the floor defense. As Galanza takes advantage of that cross-court attack, Bam Pineda was not in the right position to defend that ball.
Said with the serve there. They go up to Ish. Galanza getting that point off a tip.
Galanza trying to slow things down as Akari is expecting her to go for a powerful attack. Just the perfect decision to get that point.
That's how full we are. The service line is already crowded. That serve goes out.
3-point for the Akari Chargers.
7-point lead here for Creamline. Victoria will serve. Thoughts was there. Gia, man. Unofficially, I believe that's her second attack point.
And the first time she tried to go for that 1-2 play, no one expected it on the side of the Akari Chargers. Just excellent decision making on the side of Gia de Guzman.
And I love the collective from the crowd. It's like, smooth.
Smooth.
Smooth eh. Din going cross court. MG was there. Galanza finding zone 1.
That risk action from Galanza is just really confusing the floor defense of the Akari Chargers as we go to our second technical timeout.
We're back here as the Creamline Cool Smashers are ahead by 9 big points at the University of San Agustin Gym in Iloilo City, and we're feeling all the love of the Ilonggos out here. Damo gid nga salamat sa tanan na taga-suporta sa PVL.
It's already dinner time.
But they're still here. That's how much they love the PVL. PVL over food will nourish them. I agree.
I agree too, Sinch.
Pick there coming with Gemma Galanza.
It's now a 10-point lead. As we see Galanza slowing things down, tipping the ball. It was too high, but no one on the side of Akari was trying to go for that.
Look how Mitch Cobbin, the replay earlier, saw the confusion. Like,
Was expecting Genesis actually to get that ball.
they go up to Trisha Genesis. On the other side, Dumaba, single block. That block goes out. That point goes to MG.
Genesis, great timing, but did not press her hands well to block that ball, and that's very costly and crucial because we know Gumabaw can power through any blocker in front of her.
Permentilla checked in for Akari as we see Gia de Guzman serving for Creamline, who enjoys an 11-point lead. Make that 12 after that ace for the golden hands of Gia de Guzman. 12-point lead as we look at this ace again.
Scoring point again from the service line. De Guzman has been on the scoreboard for the Creamline Cool Smashers.
That's the phone between you and net. Okay, give it space, divide in 3.
Hey, let's go. Sige, ako lang. Ay, magsalita kayo sa loob.
From what I got in that timeout, it seems like Coach Hor is reminding them with their defense pattern, they have to be in the right space and zone it out between the players inside the course. Divide the court into 3. That's the reminder. And then we heard a last reminder na kailangan na ilaban talaga nila to. Nilaban na nila to nung third set as we saw Gia de Guzman playing, being playful there with the ball persons that we have here inside the court and her teammates.
Talking about Akari again, they have a defense pattern, but they have to guard their area well to cover those holes in their defense.
Genesis there with a hit. They go up to Galanza. Getting that off the block.
Galanza going down the line. Using the forearm of Dindin Santiago to score that point.
And what's interesting too is She already got that when the ball was already going down. As we see this 13-point lead, this is really what they say, don't wake up a giant, as this is how they go fight back.
Creamline started strong and they've been keeping that momentum on their side of the court.
They're maintaining and extending their lead now to 14 big points for Gia de Guzman, and it seems like Coach Sherwin Meneses will start injecting some players here. Rose Vargas will enter for Gemma Galanza. They're 4 points away from bringing home a win and sealing the number one spot for the Cool Smashers. Gia with that serve and another ace for the Cool Smashers.
Now, a lot of service aces on the side of Creamline Cool Smashers in this fourth set. Again, Gia de Guzman targeting Permentilia to score that point.
And now we're seeing more substitutions on the side of Creamline. Gia de Guzman and Kyle Negrito with last-minute reminders for Kyle. Coming in also is Pao Soriano. We also have Risa Mandaban. Usually you'd see the substitutions coming in the back row, but this time we see them right up front.
Yeah, getting this minutes,
quality minutes
to contribute as well.
Solid block there. Jaja goes up to Soyud. She's had the hot hands for Akari. They go up to Mandapat. Marciano adjusting. And that will be off the block for Rosemary Vargas.
And again, no, anyone in the team of the Creamline Cool Smashers is really able to contribute, as Vargas also put in the points, and we now have Cayetano on the court as well.
Coming in for Tots Carlos. So it's only and even the liberos are switching in. So we're seeing a totally different lineup for the Cool Smashers now.
As they are just 2 points away in closing this match.
They're enjoying as much as 16 points here. Marciano adjusting, popped up by Cayetano. They go up to Mandapat. They choose Soriano from the middle. Soyud, straight to Cayetano. Negrito goes to Soriano on the backcourt. Ball is still alive. Jaja goes up to Marciano. Oh, great hit coming from Janine Marciano.
Marciano there powering through the blockers, but again, Creamline is in a very comfortable spot as we get the three play. Mandapat was there but was not able to press her hands well.
Did Coach Sherwin? Yeah, I think he officially maxed out all his substitutions here, as that return will become a point for the Cool Smashers.
No, Madrigal was actually there.
It's just wrong timing.
The timing was actually good, but
the ball went through the skin of the net and the arms. Vargas will now serve for the Cool Smashers. Straight to back. Oh! Ball is still alive. Negrito, one-handed set to Soriano! And one of the original franchise or original players of Creamline closes things out for the Cool Smashers, 25-8.
Almost everyone in the team of the Creamline Cool Smashers was able to put in the points in today's game.
The only two players we haven't seen were actually their serves, Lindoy Bernardo and Eliza Valdez. As we look at this again, Negrito.
One-hand set from Negrito. Soriano just delivering the point and closing this match.
And there you have it. Creamline wins this in 4 sets. Last set being 25-8. Great matches here in Iloilo. All very exciting, all very extended. As we will go for a short break, and when we return, we'll wrap things over here at the PVL. We're back here at the 2023 All-Filipino Conference, and we're here with our player of the game, none other than GS Gold, Gia de Guzman. Gia, congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Oh, you have already cemented your spot in the semifinals. It's actually you're in the top seed, you're number 1. So as a playmaker, a very crucial role, what's your mindset going into the semifinals?
Coach Ruin keeps reminding us to just stick to the system and try to improve whatever we can. There were a lot of faulty plays today na we want to improve going into the semifinals. We just want to stay hungry. We don't want to settle talaga kasi iba yung labanan going into the semifinals.
And ako naman, Gia, my question is, you've had a very interesting third set. What was going through your minds during that third set? It was very challenging for you guys, but at the tail end, Akari was able to bounce back and snatch it out from your hands. What were you guys talking about right before you entered the fourth set? Because it was a very dominant win naman.
Well, in the first set, we have to give it to Akari. They really gave us a good fight, a big fight. They were playing hard. They were fighting for every ball. Maraming kaming points that we could have gotten in a clean fashion. Pero going into the fourth set, yun talaga yung inayos namin. We had to play cleaner defense and cleaner offense.
So meron ka bang gustong mga batiin?
I want to greet my family and si Miguel, hello. And also to Sir Arnold, please get well soon. Sir Arnold of Bisco.
Okay, and Gia, before I let you go, do you have any message to all the Ilonggos who have supported us here in the PVL?
To all of our PVL fans here in Iloilo and all around the Philippines, all around the world, thank you so much for coming here today and watching us play. We really enjoy playing for you and sana makita-kita tayo sa semifinals.
And we will definitely see you in the semifinals, Gia. Thank you so much and congratulations once again. Thank you again to Gia de Guzman, who is our player of the game here at the PVL. Now, let's look back at that match earlier. We saw a 4-set classic. The ruling theme was when Creamline was in control, we really saw how they could take control of the match.
No, but Akari also took the opportunity in the third set to snatch a set away from Creamline as it was a neck-to-neck match. It was very tight. Eli Soyod, Erika Raagas, Trisha Genesis tried to power through Akari, but Creamline Cool Smashers just really have all the pieces for them to be on the top seed this conference.
And that is the story now as we enter the semis. We still have one game day on Thursday, and the semis will start on Saturday. Meanwhile, if we look back at this game, Akari showed the future in their young guns. We saw that in the third set and the fourth set. Eli Soyud powering it through. We saw Jaja Marginot, Michelle Cobb, and all these young stars of the Akari Chargers really being able to change things up as you see them on the screens at the tail end of that third set.
But at the end of it, Creamline just really showing better chemistry, better connection, and better teamwork as they were able to put in even all their second stringers and even the second stringers were able to contribute points for them. So it's a very stacked team, and it's very crucial game for them as they take the top seed, and it will be interesting what adjustments they will have as they will enter the semifinals. But first, in terms of numbers, Creamline Cool Smashers just dominating in all departments. 55 attacks for them, 41 for Akari, 10 blocks for them, 7 for Akari, and it was their service aces that really allowed them to pull away, especially in the fourth set with 11 aces, only 5 for Akari, and both teams almost the same number of errors.
This was an exploitation of the power that the Cool Smashers have in this conference. Now, on Thursday, we return to Manila as we go back to Pasig City. The PLDT high-speed hitters will be facing the Chocomucho Flying Titans to cement their place here in the semifinals. Meanwhile, Army and Signal will be facing each other for a non-bearing game, but this will still be an interesting thing because this is what they will carry on and be their inspiration in their next conference. Very exciting matches that we have coming up next on Thursday, Ayel. And on Saturday, it's semifinals moment here at the PVL. Earlier, we saw great volleyball from both pink squads from Akari and Creamline. And on behalf of my partner, Ayel Estaniero, this has been Sinjan Reyes thanking you for watching the Premier Volleyball League 2023 All-Filipino Conference, the heart of volleyball.